Alright, we are back in it with some game therapy. I am going to be playing Strider. This is a remake that came out a few years ago. Came out on the home system, or I think it was like a PS4 download, or even Xbox Live. Just saw it on Steam. I got actually they had a sale, so it was like Strider, the old all the old Capcom games that may or may have not been on Steam before. So, but yeah, this is the remake of Strider, which I just like ninja games. So, Strider, Ninja Gaiden, um, those were a lot of things I played growing up because I wanted to be a ninja. So, but yeah, so I'm just gonna run through. I think I play like the first 30 minutes of the game, so I beat like the first boss or something like that. But yeah, so any platforming game runs the same. So they did this. This was a remake. They also redid Bionic Commando and a few others. So it was like a really like classic redos and like with upgraded graphics and everything, and I enjoyed it. I remember for the PS2 when they redid Shinobi, which was really cool until they just it felt like they just made it hard for no reason. Like at some point in the game Shinobi, your sword started killing you, and you're just like, I mean, what's the point of that? Like, I don't play games to, like, I didn't want Dark Souls. For those of you who know the reference. But yeah, so, but I like this remake because it was like, it was just a run and fight, and it felt, and also like finding different areas. So, but yeah, kind of follow the same format. As you can see, I have no idea what I'm trying to do. I'm like, what do I do now? Like, where am I gonna go? So yeah, I'm like, oh, must take out gun. There we go. So, but yeah, and you can unlock new skills as you go forward. Now the other thing is the Strider game was, weirdly enough, it was like Strider was like old. I guess it was it was a Genesis game, Sega Genesis game, and then PS1 did when PS1 came out, they did Strider 2, which was a really good. I guess to me, Strider 2 is a remake of the original Strider again, and it was updated with like 2D 3D graphics. So it's kind of like this, but this is all 3D. Even though it's a 2D platform, but yeah, it was just kind of like, oh, we're redoing it, and then you could just play through, and there's some newer levels. The story didn't change. It was pretty much just like the Strider. It was Strider, and so it was just kind of interesting to see like them redo it for the PS4 again. And here we go, and then like even some of the classic music and stuff like that. So, but the thing that I was getting on was Strider actually appeared in another game, Marvel vs. Capcom, and Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which was like, it was kind of like, oh snap, I remember this guy, and they like updated like the uniform and everything. So it's kind of like this person that you're seeing now is the updated Strider. So it's like, with the updated sword and everything. And even like there's a separate button for like, I guess, the hard slash, which is an up slash. So I got to keep hitting those little green things to keep my life up because it's just hard. Like, I'm getting shot all the time. So my ninja skills aren't that good. I'm not really sneaking in anywhere. I'm just fighting my way through. So, but yeah. So it's kind of cool to see this updated version. It's fast paced. So it was just, again, just like with the PS1 version, which just made it faster, made it fast paced, where it's a running. I guess it'd be a run and gun, yeah, in a sense. So, um, but there's like weird kind of puzzles to solve, like how do you get past rooms, things like that. So, but yeah, you can get these power ups. So, but it's still got a classic feel, but just updated graphics. Which again, like I said, at the time they were redoing a bunch of games. One of them was, like I said, this one, Bionic Commando. They even with Bionic Commando they did it twice because they did the updated version of the classic Nintendo game, and then they also just did a whole new game. So it was interesting. Again, an interesting time. So part of my hope is that they will continue to kind of release these games on Steam, where you can first boss battle, where you can get these kind of classic games, because I got like a bunch of them. Like Onimusha is one of my favorite PS1 games. I really hope that they put Uncharted on Steam. Like it's a Sega exclusive, so it would be nice. But I don't know. We'll see. That's my hope. So, but yeah, I really just kind of like the classic feel, the updated version of this game, and like just ninjas, like I said, oh, and that's the other thing. So I'm excited because they are releasing Ninja Gaiden, the updated Ninja Gaiden. It came out for the PS3 on Steam, and I think it's going to be all the three of the versions. So that game was ridiculous. Like when I first played it, I was like, "Oh, they didn't tell me they'd actually put ninjas in the game." So that was interesting, because it was hard. It was really hard to play, and honestly challenging. It was really challenging because, like I said, they use I'm like, oh well, you're actually fighting ninjas who can do ninja things to you. So it was just kind of a very cool update version of the game. Story's still kind of the same with Ninja Gaiden and Riot, your Ryu Hayabusa. So still not the classic what I want from like the old arcade Ninja Gaiden, Ninja in the USA. You're just like, what is happening? You're fighting like all these Jason characters. I'll have to do an upload of that at some point. But yeah, the old like classic Ninja Gaiden for the arcade, which I really love, which I wasted a whole bunch of quarters on. I don't even think I ever got past the first stage in the arcade of that game. So, but I just like the running and slicing and the jump. It's the ninja jump that I really love. And I'm like, I wish I could do that in real life. So. But yeah, it's just like it feels good to play like an updated classic. I would like to see them do an updated kind of like Contra, like the original Contra game. See what that's like, with just better graphics, but still just run and gun. I played, and I think I actually posted it. What is that game called? Steel something or other. I know I posted it on my page. I'm sorry, I'm looking for it. Blazing Chrome. I'm sorry, that's the game. Blazing Chrome. But yeah, it's kind of an updated Contra type game. It feels more like Contra Hardcore. So, but yeah, like this here is basically what you were playing. Strider 2, which came out for the the PlayStation. This is what you're doing. Like, it's like the same. It's the same game, but you just, again, updated graphics, which is cool. I think I beat that game fairly quickly. It's not a long game, but you run through it. So, but yeah, just want to be a ninja. From ninjas to ninja games, Ninja Turtles. Oh, I need to do that. I need to play Ninja Turtles. Just a playthrough. I think did I? I might have at some point. If I haven't, I will. But yeah, just to play like the old school like Ninja Turtle arcade. And if I really want to feel pain, play the the Nintendo, the first Ninja Turtles game, which everybody thought like like. I remember as a kid like, oh snap, it's gonna be like an arcade. It was not the arcade. It was something totally different and just hard, and like I don't even know what it was, like why they even like look at that ninja jump. That is just I want to learn how to jump like that. It was just like weird and hard, and it was like an RPG. That's what it was, but with the Ninja Turtles. And finally, like when Turtles 2 came out, it was the arcade version where you're fighting. It's a beat 'em up game, so I died. Now I'm gonna run back and try this again. Freaking boss battles. So, but yeah. One thing again, boys and girls, video games teach you, keep going. It gets you once you fall down to get up. So just keep going. But yeah. I think the graphics of the dragon in the second one, I like the second one. I mean, in Strider 2 that came out for the PlayStation, I liked it, the way it looked better. So, but here we go again. Climb. It's like, you're just like, why am I doing all of this? Sometimes, like in the old like classic games, like the story wasn't really there, so it's kind of like, why is this? Like, why are we going through all of this? This was before they had story plot points, like Contra. What was the what are you doing? What was the point? I don't know. I don't know why we're even doing it. Why we're running and gunning. Why are we like? And ultimately, like aliens are real, and we're just not even gonna discuss that. Like, like apparently all these bases are controlled by aliens, and like we're just okay with that. Like we haven't called in the National Guard or the military. It's just us two. We're gonna handle this. So yeah, that's what the classic games were. So what's the story of Super Mario, like the Super Mario Brothers? I don't know. Like, your princess is in another castle. Like, how does she, like, why do we even have a relationship with this one? We're like plumbers, So, how do we know a princess? So, again, back in the day, story points, didn't really start to make a like for, RPGs like Final Fantasy or whatever, those had stories, but for most of the action games, it was kind of like, unless it was bad dudes, it was like, are you a bad enough dude to save the president? So yeah, but yeah, I don't even know why. Like, what's the lore behind this game? I don't know. I'm just a ninja, and I'm doing ninja things, and it feels good. It feels really good. So, and that's how I feel. Like, I wanted to be a ninja, and I'm just gonna defeat a flying dragon, a robotic dragon, so, which apparently has part of a real dragon's head. Oh, that reminds me. I should try to play Panzer Dragon. I think I did get that on Steam, or it might be on there. Classic, such a classic game. Nope, I don't have it. I think I might have it on my phone though, so maybe I'll record from my phone. But yeah, so stage 2. I have no idea where I'm going, but the ninja in me just says go. What was it, Ali G, who said, like, you know, if video games taught me anything, is like when you're going the right way when you encounter more resistance. So this must be the way I'm supposed to go. So yeah, and like honestly too, like he's saying stuff, but I can't read or listen to what he's saying because I am just trying to fight, stay alive. That's all I'm trying to do. And it's weird, like my life bar only goes that little bit right now. I'm gonna assume at some point it'll grow, but what do I know? And that's the thing, right? When you can't go down, you go up. Just like life. Let's see. Just keep going up. I just really too like, yeah, the improved graphics of this game, all the stuff going on in the background, and the skills I gain as I move along. I thought at some point you're supposed to grab like a shield and whatnot, or even you get like a dog at some point. This is again going from the older games. Mid boss. Gonna punch me in the face. Oh wow, that was close. I'm just trying to figure out where to go. Like, just trying to figure it out. It's double hit. Wow. Yeah, so I don't know. Tell me like some of the classic games that you like remake, like that you would like to see remade in this kind of fashion. I know. Oh, I know they did DuckTales. I really would like to see a Chippendales Rescue Rangers redone. I think that would be cool. I think a Darkwing Duck would be cool to see. Mario, they do like every new Nintendo platform. Like I've seen enough Mario like done, and like I think they've got that together. Like the Mario for the Switch, really good. Mario for the Wii, really good. Like just Mario in general, just they got it. They understand. Like Nintendo understands like where their bread and butter is. So like I said, for old classics like for Nintendo, what would you like to see redone, if you could? Like I said, they redid DuckTales, which I was really glad to see. I would like to see a Darkwing Duck redo. What was it? There's a game for the Sonic the Hedgehog they redo. Sonic Mania, if you haven't played it yet, please go play that game. It is Sonic, all the Sonics in one. It's like a nice remix, and I cannot recommend it enough. I enjoyed playing it, and even with the new, they combined old with the new, and I liked it, and I really did like it. Shinobi was another one. Like I said, when they redid it, like starting off, it started off really well, and then when you got when you got right down there, you're like, oh my gosh, they're really trying to, they're really trying to, kill me. Because how am I going to survive this? Oh, so I was a Sega kid, just so you know, just full disclosure. Um, I had I didn't have a Sega Master System. I had a Nintendo um, Entertainment System, and then we jumped to the Sega Genesis. Actually, what is it? The Sega Genesis version 2, so the smaller Sega Genesis, the one that came with Sonic 2. That's what and so I stayed with Sega all the way until through Dreamcast. Once the Dreamcast died, my friend was like, you need to get a PlayStation 2, and I was like, no, never. I will never leave Sega. The Dreamcast will come back, trust me. And the Dreamcast never came back, and he kept trying to get me to get a PlayStation 2. And he was one who was like, look, there's this game you need to play, you're going to love it, and I'm just telling you right now, like, you need to buy a PS2. We got him used. I used to work at GameStop. He works at GameStop. Got him used in this game. So one day I bought a PlayStation 2 and Onimusha, the first Onimusha. No memory card, right? So I get it home, I hook it up, and I play Onimusha, and I'm like, I love this game, and I need a memory card. So I think the next day I went back and got a memory card. But yeah, so I was a Sega person. So like for me, a lot of the games that I would like to see the remake came out on Sega. So like, which I was happy to see they did Streets of Rage 4, and Streets of Rage 4, I don't know if how many of you are on Steam. They do like the video game awards and stuff like that. I voted for that for like the best game of last year, because I just felt it was a very classic upgrade, doing a 2D, with the characters and whatnot. Yeah, I just, seeing classic, or older, the characters older, but still doing the same classic thing. It was wonderful. So yeah, Streets of Rage 4. If you haven't played it, I think it did come out on like the home systems. But yeah, so I know it came out on the Switch, and I know it came out on like the PS4 store or the PlayStation store and the Xbox store. So, but again, if you haven't played it, please play that game. It is just a classic. It's the updated classic. Like I said, Axel's older, Blaze is older. There's new characters, and some old characters, and then like some of the unlockings is like you can play like with the classic, like the 16-bit, 8-bit, 16-bit models. So it was just, it was fun. It was fun to play. Streets of Rage is not a in-depth. It's a beat 'em up. So don't look for Hamlet. So when you're playing it, but yeah, it was. I enjoyed every minute I played it. It was like, even with the music. They had one of the original composer composed some of the music for the game. You can even play with the like once you unlock, you could play with like the classic music on the game. So yeah, Streets of Rage 4, one of my favorite things that they redid. Another one, I'm trying to think, what would I have them remake now? Shinobi 3. Which is probably my favorite Shinobi of all. Oh no, Comic Zone. Yes. Please redo Comic Zone. I just remember when I originally saw the game, I didn't want anything to do with it. I was just like, this is not going to be good. And then I actually rented it one time when you could rent games from stores, and I loved it. You know, you're this artist, you get sucked into your own comic, and you're going from comic panels and stuff like that. And you know, it's just a really cool concept. So I would like to see Comic Zone redone. It was I really enjoyed playing that game. Let's see, what else would I want? Like I said, I'm doing more of the Sega side because that's what I played with. Golden Axe is another one. I think they are or have redone Golden Axe. Um, but yeah, I remember it's a beat 'em up game. So just get in there and you're just beating down. Oh, you know what I would like to see? Altered Beast. I like to see an updated Altered Beast. I think I read somewhere that they were gonna redo it, or maybe they had scrapped. They originally were gonna do it, and I think that my friend said they scrapped it. But yeah, I would like to see an updated version of Altered Beast. So but yeah. So what games would you like to see redone? Like just updated graphics, not really anything else. But just updated graphics so you can kind of catch the nostalgia, or if there's a part 2 that you are part 3 or whatever part that you wish they had made. So for instance with Streets of Rage, after part 3 I was like there should be a part 4, and I remember playing like somebody had made a concept game for part 4 a couple years ago, and I had played it and I was like, I love it. I would just like to see it. I think they're actually redoing Turtles also, the Ninja Turtles, the first Ninja Turtles game. I did see that was coming out. If you haven't, check out YouTube. There's already a trailer for it, and it's by the same people who did the Streets of Rage update. So I'm excited to see that. So then I'm just like, okay, what else do they got? Because there's a lot of games that I want to see. But yeah, so just if you got games that you'd like to see remade, just put it in the comments. Let me know. I'm interested to see. And again, like for me, it was Sega Genesis games, but you might have other classic systems. Like maybe there's an Atari Jaguar game that I didn't play that you'd like to see remade. Or Neo Geo, which was like the one system I wish I owned, but I was like, there's no way I can convince my parents to, import a system and then spend $200 on, video games, even though I wish I could have been so